Element 5, mutual support involving families and the school. Let's do an overview. Children learn to read in and out of school. Families can play a major role in helping their children learn to read through activities they engage in outside of school as well as inside of school. The key to successful family-school partnerships is communication that is equal and bidirectional, where families and schools share important information about reading and the family's child. Effective co-communication includes opportunities for families to learn about the school's reading program, their child's participation in that program, and how family members can support the reading development of their child. In the MTSS-R checklist, there's one general section. Families and schools can partner for children's literacy success by talking and interacting often, discussing literacy instruction and intervention, sharing of literacy resources, addressing concerns together. The National Center on Improving Literacy has done a lot of work with families and schools partnering and has some information in some toolkits that I'll be sharing with you. For instance, on this one, here's an infographic from the National Center on Improving Literacy that talks about key roles for children's literacy success. Families and educators play important roles in a comprehensive approach to reading through key actions. Learn, which is understanding the parts of literacy and how children learn to read and why they might struggle. Both families and schools need to be participating in all of these. So families and schools both need to be advocating, promoting the use of evidence-based reading programs and instruction with additional instruction for struggling readers and data to make instructional decisions. Families and educators should be partnering or working together within a system of support by communicating and interacting often. And then finally, families and educators both need to be providing support. So educators can provide opportunities for literacy learning, and families can reinforce skills taught in school and early childhood settings. The National Center for Improving Literacy has put together this toolkit for families and schools partnering for children's literacy success. The toolkit includes an online tutorial, research briefs and infographics, and additional tools and resources. You will learn tips for starting or enhancing discussions about literacy instruction and intervention, ways to increase your joint understanding of evidence-based literacy practices, and also strategies for addressing concerns about children's literacy development together. It's a fabulous toolkit that I highly recommend your MTSS-R school team goes through and utilizes the resources that have been put together as you're improving the mutual understanding between families and schools. All right, let's do the evaluate and score. Just like in the other elements, there'll be each of the items. Make sure that you're having good discussions within your teammates for rating for each of the items, and then also making sure that you're recording any discussion notes. Please pause the presentation to score this section of the implementation checklist. When you're finished, come back and we'll talk about continuous improvement model for action planning.